some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Trojans will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Now they're going to throw it. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Quickly complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. You can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Trojans offense will go to work for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed.
Ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
Gets rid of it. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all some.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Hendricks. Got a man, it's Stein. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to...
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When we commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Big 12 football at its finest, Jim.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Badgers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Back to throw, it's Allen. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. A little release to the back. Finding just enough room to slither and juke his way out to the 16.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Yates. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Quick completion to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Badgers are on the move. Wants to throw again. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Pressure coming. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Caught behind the line. It's Yates. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hendricks. Here's the pressure. He'll get rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his target down the middle. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
USC 14.
And he'll bring it back.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Dropping back, it's Allen. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Hicks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got it, looking for the first down. Got enough space. Touchdown, Badgers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, the running back has it. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Trying to impose their will with the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
And the Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Trojans are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. Find some fresh air.
The return brings it out to the 30, and the Wisconsin offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has...
Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
With the catch, it's Hicks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pulled and fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Allen. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the Trojans with the first and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
Off play action.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, USC. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Hendricks. He finds a dead spot in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Turning it on! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical fourth down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Wisconsin, 37. USC, 21.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football. And
Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the route is on. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the
quarterback, feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Badgers look to do some damage in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Hendricks. Complete to the right. Touchdown! Badgers made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Give to the running back. He's loose at the 15. Breaks into the open.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He leaves it with his back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Offense set on first down. Back to pass, it's Hendricks. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They'll keep it on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
USC 21.
Here he comes from in. They've got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. He lets one fly deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. This is what an elite team does.